wrist extension, pails and rails position. So we're going to be preparing those wrists for things like handstands and anything that you're going to need to put your hands down on the ground. You should have pretty good wrist mobility. What we're going to do is a quick test. You can just put your arm right through here and just pull up. This is the motion that your hand is going to need to be in for those ground-based movements. And you're just feeling, just checking to see what the tension feels like between left and this right side. So pulling up for me, right side is a little bit tighter, so I need to do a little bit more work on this side too as well. Okay, so we can do this a number of ways. First position that I like best is actually just quadruped position. You're going to go hands and knees. I'm going to be working this right side. You're going to place your hand down until you just feel a little bit of a passive stretch through the back side of the tissues here. Ideally, you're not going to feel a pinch through the front. If there is, you're going to have to do something else instead of this position, or modify your position where you don't roll forward as much. Just see if you can localize that stretch through the back side here. You're going to hold that stretch approximately 1 to 2 minutes, just focusing on your breathing. Deep breaths in through your nose, exhaling through your mouth. And just trying to relax that tension through the forearm. Okay, after the 1 to 2 minutes, what you're going to start up is the PAILS contraction. We're going to be pressing down into the ground to try to do this motion into the ground. You're going to start with a 20% contraction or something really light, just to feel out that motion. So as you press in, you should feel a little bit of an extra force through this backside here. If this is tolerable, then you're going to continue to increase the tension gradually to your maximum safest effort over 5 seconds, okay? So take a deep breath in, press, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100% of your max safest effort, and just hold here. Good. After the PAILS contraction, what you're going to do is the rails contraction, where you're going to reverse the motion. You're going to try to pull up into more of this wrist extension position. So what that looks like is you're going to try and lift, but the hands shouldn't actually come off if you're at your end range. So I don't want you backing off and then pulling up, because that changes the positioning. What you can do though is do that initially on so that you feel these muscles contract, and that's what you're aiming for. You're trying to pull from these tissues through the front into more of this wrist extension position. And you're going to hold that position as prescribed. Good. And after that rails contraction, you're just going to hang out in this new position. Breathe. Here's your new passive stretch and your new end range. What you're going to do is repeat that set from this position.